Back with Bobby and JJ Radio, we have the great Navarra Williams, which is the president and CEO of SAMMinistries, talking a lot about the history of SAMMinistries. If you miss any of it, you don't have to cry. You go to bobbyandjjradio.com, be a fan of the show. The segment will be on SoundCloud the day after we air on News Talk 930 at 10 a.m., and it'll also be on YouTube here in about a week or so. So I want to talk about the child homelessness here in San Antonio, because I think it's something that a lot of people don't really talk about.
Yeah, there are thousands and thousands of children that are homeless here in San Antonio. So when families become homeless, there's a wide variety of issues that they face. And then children are especially negatively affected by the uncertainty and stress that's associated with homelessness. For example, homeless children are twice as likely to be held back in school.
Of course.
They develop a lot of social issues like anxiety, depression, withdrawal, and other clinical problems found in about 12% of the homeless preschoolers and 47% of homeless school agers.
Wow.
So, and then 1 in 5 children that are homeless don't attend school regularly. And then fewer of 25% of homeless high school students in Texas graduate.
Fewer than 25%.
Now, here's a good story for SAMMinistries, because we have children that, essentially are from infants to age 18.
Sure.
And we have a high school program in particular for our Transitional Living and Learning Center, which is on Blanco Road, the place I told you where we have 40 families. Well, last year, 100% of our teenagers that were eligible to graduate from high school graduated from high school. 100%. And 70% of them went on to secondary education. So not only did they graduate, but they also then went on to college, typically junior college. But every once in a while, for a few years ago, we had a young man that got a scholarship to Texas Tech for pre-med.
Guns up. There you go.
For pre-med. He was a good track star, too.
Sure.
So we have some scholarship funds that we can help with some of the students, but he also got a lot of assistance from Texas Tech.
Wow.
So how do you find the homeless children? Is there a program where they bring them to you, or are you out looking for them?
Okay, so we're not like an organization that just takes care of children. It's a family situation. So that facility where we have 40 families, the children come in with the parents. And typically we have anywhere from 90 to 110 children in that facility at any point in time.
That's from infant to 18.
That's right. And then we have other programs that I'll talk about later where we typically have about 400 children involved in all of our different programs across the city. But in the facility on Blanco Road, we have usually between 80 and 100 children.
At one time?
At one time.
It's incredible. Are there anything else that you're doing in regards to the children's homelessness here in San Antonio? Anything that pops out?
Well, one great opportunity and great gift that we received was a gift from a gentleman named Harvey Najum. If you all are aware of philanthropists in San Antonio, Mr. Najum is perhaps the best philanthropist in San Antonio. He's already given away more than $75 million to the general community in South Texas, and plans to give away more. Well, he gave SAMMinistries $825,000 to renovate our library, expanded it by 60%. Our library was so dated, we had encyclopedias still in it.
Wow.
I mean,
Did you
come
still
on.
have the Dewey Decimal System?
Yes.
Card catalogs?
No, we didn't quite have the card catalogs. It was just the little stickies that, the little paper stickies that put up here, kids' books over here and these kind of books over there. We now have a modern library with state-of-the-art computer equipment, age-appropriate. We even have the size for the little kids. Their tables are small. Their chairs are kid size. And there's even a bathroom in there now with a little tiny toilet.
Yeah.
Which was, I guess if you've been around schools or elementary schools, you might have seen those by now. But I've never seen one of those before. And I just thought but then it makes sense.
It makes sense. They're small.
Yeah, exactly. They're small.
We wanted one of those for Bobby in our office, but we've never gotten it. So this is that's the new Enrichment Center that you're talking about.
Well, this is at the transitional.
That's in the library.
Yeah, right. The Transitional Living and Learning Center on Blanco Road, 5922 Blanco Road.
There you go.
And that renovation took about 6 months. It was a lot of money to invest, but we invested a lot of money in the library in terms of technology.
Sure.
All new furniture. Everything is first class.
Sure.
And so when you walk into, this is what he said at the press conference. He said, when you walk into this room, this doesn't look like a library at a transitional facility, at a homeless family facility. This looks like a state-of-the-art college library.
Right.
And he said that, and he's made dozens and dozens of investments across San Antonio and South Texas. And he said, you know what, this is my favorite gift, because I can already see that by helping to educate these children and changing their lives, that's going to be the best return on investment that I've ever had.
And it goes back to the values, maybe that's investing in people and in service and in hope and the community all at one time.
That's exactly right.
Awesome. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to be right back, talk about some other stuff that SAMMinistries is doing here in San Antonio. If you missed any of the show, you go to BobbyandJJRadio.com. Be a fan of our show on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We're going to talk to our show partners. Give us a couple minutes. Be right back.